Fantastic Four little poster, confirming the Fantastic Four. I know people were like, oh, is it Pedro Pascal and all that sort of stuff? Confirming it. Look, listen, I think he's gonna do great. I'm sorry, man. I see it. I see it. You put the white things on his head. I see it. And listen, he's an actor and he's a brilliant actor.
Yeah.
Whatever the accent, it doesn't matter. Wherever his background is. I'm gonna be real with you. He looks Caucasian anyway, right?
Yeah.
But listen, I'm not trying to say they need to pick. He's a brilliant actor. I hope that people like him and these characters, these actors and actresses, take this one serious and they read the comics to try and portray it. Because that's what was happening with all the previous actors and whatnot, you know? And the people can, like, I don't mean to be bad. I'm going back to shit on Spiderweb or Madam Web, sorry. I don't mean to be bad, but she don't know, like, and all love to her. I think she was the one that stuck up for Palestine as well. That doesn't matter anyway. All love to her. All success to her. She couldn't even name one of Tom Holland's Spider-Man movies. Like, she don't know shit about this universe. You don't have to. You're an actress. Your job is not to be a comic book fan. Let's be real. But when you got these characters and you got like a John Bethnal or any one of them guys, right? I'm thinking of who plays Doctor Strange again? Cumberbatch. And then go into comic book shops and they're like, let me do my research. They're taking it serious, you know, for Doctor Strange, Punisher. Pedro Pascal and all these lot, I hope they take these rules. I hope they go into comic book shop and read the comics. They're actors. They can either portray them how they want with no knowledge and the director's vision, or they can really read the comics and be like, I think Reed's going to take it this way. And I think that's what's important. You know what I'm trying to say? Pedro Pascal's an A-class actor, in my opinion. If he is that, I believe he will go and do his research and he will go read the Fantastic Four comics and be like, I think I know how to handle Reed Richards. This is just my opinion. But if they don't and they choose to do it their own way, I think that's where. And what I'm saying is they should do it their own way, but get the research and then
have the knowledge there, bro.
But without knowledge and be like, fuck, I'm just gonna do Reed Richards like fucking some scientist from some young Frankenstein. That's not gonna work. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Does that make sense? I'm trying to make a comparison. Have the knowledge so you can really do it. And I believe these actors and actresses can do it, especially Pedro Pascal, because he's playing a major character in the MCU. We're talking about Reed Richards here, and I think he could do it. I think he could do it. My opinion. What's your thoughts on that picture?
Listen, bro, it has that. Excuse me. It has that classical look, bro. It has that Jack Kirby written all over it. You know what I mean? It's like a tribute to Jack for the work he did for Marvel and the comic book industry itself. It was delightful to see, bro. Look, great cast, man. Joseph Quinn, who was in Stranger Things, playing Johnny Blaze. You've got the other actor who was in The Bear. I can't remember his Ben awesome. Something.
Yeah,
I can't remember his name.
I'm bad with names.
You know what? Let's do some respect, bro.
Respect. Yeah, no, you're right. I'm bad with names. I can never remember names, so I try not to.
Yeah, no, names are always hard, but great performance. Look, Vanessa Kirby, she's awesome. Joseph Quinn, who's going to play Johnny Blaze. His name's Ibon Moss. Man, that name, man. I'm going to call him Ibon Moss. Anyway, Ibon.
Yes, well, who was he in Stranger Things?
Joseph Quinn was in Stranger Things. He played Eddie, the guitar.
Okay, and he's playing Johnny Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And Ibon Moss is the guy from The Bear. Who plays Richard, who's just always stressed out, screaming, shouting, party. Who's going to play the Thing. Vanessa Kirby is going to play Sue Storm, and as you know, Pedro Pascal is going to play Mr. Fantastic himself, Reed Richards. There seems to be a really good cast there, and I don't know if it's official because it's got Jack Kirby's name on there.
What do you mean, on the cast list?
Yeah, and it's got Adam Driver, Dan Stevens, Melissa Burgos.
Adam Driver, wait. Do you think Dr. Doom, Adam Driver? Because he might be a good Dr. Doom. And there was rumors of him, and I think like, you know, his performance was Kylo Ren. I think he might be a good fucking Doctor Doom.
Shit, bro, you're right. You are right, bro. That could be it. Anyway, look, we could just stumbled on something there. We maybe have to use this clip later on in the future to say, look, I've saw it. It's on Google now, so it says Adam Driver. It doesn't say who's playing.
Could be.
That's
I mean,
sick.
if there's anyone that play, I mean, depending, and apparently this is based in the 60s or something, if this is true. If that is though, if they bring him into the new MCU, they're gonna be old as fuck, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see a young Reed Richards and whatnot, and a young
Yeah, I know,
Johnny
but
Blaze.
that's the thing though. If they're time hopping,
If
you're
that's the
right. It's going to be
plan,
quite difficult because they said this from what I heard, and this is our conversation I had with Wolver Steve. So Wolver Steve, I'm going to hold you to it. He said there's going to be time travel involved in this, so they get the powers in the 60s, time traveling issues, get stuck in the early 2020s, and then start from there because that kind of works better. It kind of lines up with Far From Home, No Way Home, No Way Home, Far From Home. What's the first one? Homecoming,
Homecoming.
where he was selling that building, which could become the Baxter building later on in the future. Remember when
Yeah,
Happy and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
they could
yeah,
link it
yeah.
up that way.
And
That'd be quite
also,
cool.
yeah, also with this MCU, like it's difficult to go all the way up to End Games and never heard of the Fantastic Four. Do you know what I mean? Like they would have been there. So maybe introducing these characters through a multiverse and time travel might make it more sense to be like, all right, they're part of our universe now because they time traveled in, just like they're doing with Deadpool and whatnot. And I know that might be an easy way to, or a cheap way to get characters in, but you know, in this comic book world, it's hard to have an Endgame level movie and and the X-Men are not involved, and you know, Fantastic Four are not involved. So maybe it's like, hey, well, they were not in this world, but now they are through time travel. So I buy it. I listen, I buy it. I'm fucking.
That's just me spitballing, but I know Wolf Steve, that's his thing.